good evening. We are here at the Foreign Correspondents Club in New Delhi, and fortunately we have with us Mr. Willy Boulter, who is the Chief Commercial Officer of Indigo airline. Believe me, it's the #1 airline currently operating in India. I don't know about the world, sir. Indigo is certainly the #1. What are the secrets of Indigo's success?
Well, we have a very simple model. We believe in giving courteous and hassle-free service. We are on time as far as we can be, and most important, we give low, affordable fares for the public.
I think every Indian wants to travel through Indigo if they have to travel domestically somewhere. So the connectivity, the timing, they make us reach to the destination ahead of time. How do you manage that?
Well, we have an extremely experienced now operational team. We focus very much on delivering on a good on-time performance and being #1 in on-time in India. Sometimes it's quite challenging over the winter period when there's fog in Delhi, and even this year there was fog in Bangalore. But the operations team do a fantastic job, and they also provide excellent service. So from a commercial point of view, it's an easy airline to sell.
You've recently just announced that you will have direct flight from India to Vietnam. Why have you taken the risk as being the first mover?
I mean, the India-Vietnam market is one which we've been looking at for some time. And it's obvious when you travel through Bangkok or through Kuala Lumpur that there are a lot of people who are transiting between India and Vietnam because of a lack of direct service. And the market is also very diverse. There's enormous tourism potential, certainly from India to Vietnam, and I think in the reverse direction as well. There's also increasing business links between the two countries and cultural links. There are students studying in Vietnam and lots of Vietnamese students studying here. So, all in all, there's quite a decent-sized Indian community in Vietnam, and they obviously visit friends and relatives in India. So when you put it all together, we think there are probably over 200,000 people traveling a year between India and Vietnam, and we believe that it's a market of very good potential.
So there are while the number of aviation traffic is going up, the number of airlines are going down. Recently we saw airline being shut down. You bought the engines by $20 billion. Despite having this fact, while the performance of Indigo is going up, the airline industry is struggling. How do you manage this? And what are the challenges you see in the domestic market in the aviation sector?
Well, I don't necessarily agree that the airline industry is struggling. I think the airline industry is actually serving the Indian public extremely well. And if you look at the real cost of travel in India, over the last 10 years, it's halved when you take inflation into account. And the Indian consumer is actually getting a very good deal. If you compare the fares per kilometer or per mile with fares in the rest of the world, our fares are among the cheapest, which I think is great. It's great for the customers, it's great for us as a low-cost airline, and as you say, we've been successful. Other airlines may not have quite the same model. The airline business is very unforgiving, and of course we feel sorry for all the people affected by the suspension of services by other airlines, but we focus on our own business. And as I say, we think we've got a good model. It's proved very successful over the last 13 years, and I think it will continue to be.
Some foreign players are coming to serve the domestic market. There is a news that Etihad Airlines and some more are coming. Do you think there will be a different scenario and picture and competition in the domestic market if they come?
I think actually, under the laws of India or indeed other countries, it's difficult to set up an airline as a foreign party. You can have a share, as Etihad did of one of the local airlines, and it's possible as Singapore Airlines to have a share of Vistara. But in terms of ownership and control, that has to remain within India. Having said that, I think that the Indian market is extremely competitive. There are still 6 airlines operating, and it is a very competitive market.
Last question: any policy recommendations, policy suggestions you have for the government of India or for the government bodies to improve India's airline industry further?
Well, I won't be the first to say this, said many times, but the taxation regime on aviation turbine fuel, ATF, on our basic highest cost element in our input, the taxation regime is one that I think the whole airline industry in India feels needs changing.
Excellent. Any other points? Fine, otherwise? Excellent. So we had Mr. Willy Boulter, who is the Chief Commercial Officer of Indigo, the #1 airline in India. Thank you, Mr. Willy.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, viewers. Keep watching the Policy Times.